Hello students, today we will going to discuss our next topic, that is the significance of de Broglie relationship. In our last lecture we have derived the de Broglie relationship. So even the dual nature of matter is applicable to all the material objects, but it is significant for microscopic bodies only. Thus any material body in motion can have wavelength, but it is measurable only for microscopic bodies. Which type of microscopic bodies? Such as electron, proton, atom or molecules. For example, the wavelength associated with moving electron is approximately 7.28 into 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. That is same order of magnitude of X-rays, which can be measured easily. Means the wavelength associated with microscopic particles we can measure very easily. But in case of other material bodies like moving ball, the wavelength associated with it is too short, which cannot be measured by any known methods. For example, after calculating the wavelength, that is of the magnitude of 6.63 into 10 raised to power minus 38 meter, that is too small to be measured. Means we can say that de Broglie relationship is significant only for calculating the wavelengths of the microscopic particles and insignificant for calculating the wavelength associated with macroscopic particle. For example, we have taken the example of moving ball here. And the next we can see the numerical problem related with this topic. So numerical is, if the velocity of the electron in Bohr's first orbit is 2.19 into 10 raised to power 6 meter per second. Now we have to calculate de Broglie's wavelength associated with it. So first we need to know how we can calculate de Broglie wavelength. So for this we have derived a relationship which gives us the value or expression in which lambda is equals to h upon mv. So where mass of electron is 9.11 into 10 raised to power minus 31 kg, and then velocity is 2.19 into 10 raised to power 6 meter per second, and h is the Planck's constant, its value is 6.63 into 10 raised to power minus 34 kilogram meter square per second. So now we have to put all these values in first relation, and we can easily calculate the value of wavelength that is associated with the motion of the electron. So in this way you can calculate the numerical problems related with this topic of the de Broglie's wavelength, how we can calculate.